Howdy, I'm Persegan, and I'm one of the developers in the Aftertale fan game team, generally in charge of programming and organization.
And I'm Croy, and I'm the other developer. I do most of the art assets, and I also cause most of the problems. We're here to welcome you back to another Aftertale dev diary. Thanks for continuing to wait patiently for the release of our demo. We're still deep in development, but we do have some exciting stuff to share with you.
In this dev diary, we're going to cover our new conversation system, a modular cutscene creation tool we developed for the project.
We're a small team, and this is our first major game project. We're constantly pushing ourselves and our standards higher and higher, so that Aftertale is an experience worthy of calling itself an Undertale fan game.
When the project was smaller, the need for cutscene optimization was way lower in our list of priorities. But as we've developed as game makers, we have realized that we needed to expand our toolkit to handle the increasing workload. Previously, we needed to handle new cutscenes in one large continuous script that only our programmer could access and make changes to. If we needed to make a change, we needed to go back and adjust that massive script.
Our solution to this problem was the introduction of what we're calling the Modular conversation system. Here's how it works. The basic idea behind the system is that it allows us to easily create cutscenes by using a drag-and-drop interface. We create a sequence of actions that get called one after the other, and those actions make up the cutscene. Any one of these individual actions can be easily modified, repositioned, or cloned, and that gives us a lot of flexibility when it comes to building or editing cutscenes.
Simplifying the implementation process means that we can prototype and test content faster, and do so while accounting for a higher degree of special case scenarios. With this, our cutscenes should be much more reactive to player input, with way less effort on our part.
If we need a new cutscene, all we have to do is create a new action. No more worrying about the massive cutscene script.
For the system, we divided the actions into 4 different categories: trigger actions, normal actions, branching actions, and conclusion actions.
Let's start with trigger actions. Trigger actions are what start a cutscene. Interacting with an object, entering a new room, or moving through a space on the overworld are all common trigger actions. We start by choosing the trigger for a cutscene, and then place the actions that make up that cutscene inside of the trigger action. Normal actions are the bread and butter actions of the system. Anything from character movement to dialogue, camera pans, and music cues. Placed inside of a trigger, normal actions activate in a sequence until reaching a branching or conclusion action.
Branching actions are very similar to normal actions, but instead of automatically advancing to the next action, they allow us to jump to any other action in the cutscene. Things like player choices or checking for specific things the player has done in the story are examples of branching actions. Finally, conclusion actions end the conversation and determine what happens to the cutscene trigger after it has ended. For example, does the trigger disappear? Do we enable players to interact with it multiple times instead? And those are the basics of the conversation system. Now that we know how it works, let's see it in action. We are going to construct a conversation with it in real time, showing the process step by step.
First, we need a scene. Let's open up one of our dev rooms that we've set up for this demonstration. Now, we'll start by searching up our trigger actions and dragging one onto the scene. Let's make it a walk-in trigger. Now we have a space on the map that, when you enter it, initiates a cutscene that plays all of the actions we nest inside of it. So let's put some of those actions in. Let's do a camera move, and we'll set the camera to pan to the right a little. Then we'll put a wait action, and have the camera hold there for a moment for dramatic effect. Now, let's add character dialogue to set the scene. Here we'll add Silas, and we'll have him ask, "Are you ready?" And we'll follow it with a branching action that lets you select yes or no. We're already halfway done, and this would have taken us at least 15 minutes and a dialogue chart in the past. Now we add the actions that would make up those two paths. For yes, we'll set Pumpkin to fly across the screen using a move command, and then we'll place a command to terminate the cutscene and trigger. For no, we'll set a move command away from the cutscene, and a conclusion which re-enables the cutscene. And may I present to you the finished cutscene.
And that was the modular conversation system in action. Tools like these make the process of adding content to our game much easier and flexible, which is what we are aiming for considering the current status of the project. We have been working in Aftertale for quite a while now, and unfortunately, we haven't been able to keep up with the demo release dates that we were hoping to reach in the past. This has been due to a number of reasons, including that the game has undergone several mechanical and story overhauls as our views on the project and ourselves changed and evolved. As we can't just keep working on the project forever, though, our current goal is that of establishing one final clear vision for it that we may all move towards together. We are also doing our best to increase the efficiency of our development pipelines, so that that vision may come to fruition, which is why we are developing tools like the showcased conversation system. We are moving away from announcing release dates, but please know that the Aftertale demo project will be completed, and we are very excited for the moment in which we can finally share it with you all. We hope it will be well worth the wait. Thank you for watching, and leave us a like and a comment if you're excited for it. Until next time, please do your best.